morning. It is a little after 7:30 a.m. I am just making myself some tea. We're doing a good old day of my life today, working from home. No travel this week, but I'm glad you enjoyed my last travel work trip vlog. I do have another one coming because I traveled last week. This is like out of order because I'm busy. Today I've got a fairly full day, so I've got calls from 9 to 5, but luckily they're not all back to back to back, so I've got some time in between to actually focus and do work and eat. And then later in the evening after work, I've got a FaceTime call with a couple of my friends. We have a little informal book club. It's really just a way for us to keep in touch. We kind of just meet every few months and discuss a book that we've agreed upon to read together. So that's later tonight, which is why I thought this was the perfect video for today's sponsor, which is Book of the Month. Book of the Month is an online book service whose mission is to promote new and emerging authors and help readers find books that they love. How it works is their team vets hundreds of titles and then every month gives their readers a curated selection of new and early release titles. My pick for the month of August is going to be Not a Happy Family by Sherry LaPena. The description just really drew me in because I feel like reading a suspenseful mystery/thriller, probably because my life is pretty, you know, boring, just working from home every day. But the other books on the list also look great, and I honestly feel like you can't go wrong with your selection because, again, they've gone through so many books and have created a curated list just for us. Book of the Month is risk-free, so you can skip any month at any time and you won't be charged, and they currently only ship to US addresses at the time. I personally always have a hard time picking what book to read, so I think this service is awesome. It not only makes it easy to find a new book to read, but it's also a really great price for hardcover books at $15.99 a month. But you can get your first book for $9.99 using the code FRESH5 at bookofthemonth.com. All of that info will be in the description box, so go and check it out. Again, it's such a great deal and I'm really excited to share it with you. So thank you so much, Book of the Month, for sponsoring today's vlog. Here are some of the things on my to-do list today. I need to check this Teams message that just came in. On my to-do list today, I need to work on an internal development calendar for one of my projects. So it's kind of a complicated project with a lot going on, and so we just need to make sure we stay organized with all of the stuff that we need to do to meet the deadlines. So I'm just going to work on an internal development calendar that'll be pretty detailed with when we need to work on things, when we need to send things to the client, when we need to have them reviewed. So it's all in one place and we can keep track of all of that going on. Then I've got a virtual workshop that I'm working on with one of my coworkers. She has updated one of the sections of the workshop and I'm working on the others. So I need to review what she did as well as make the updates to my stuff, and we're reviewing that with the client tomorrow, so that's definitely a priority item for today. I've also got a film script that my coworker drafted for another client, and I want to take a look at that. The purpose of the film is really like a message from leaders. It's just a small part of the bigger project. Sorry, that's another Teams message that I'm getting. Anyway, this client has a lot of changes going on and kind of happening all at the same time as we get to the fall months. And so we're helping them create a short video that can help employees feel a bit more brought along onto the journey. And again, it's just a small part of a larger project that we're doing with them with like communications and messaging and conferences and all of that. Then I've got another virtual conference / workshop for another client. Because everybody is remote, these virtual workshops and meetings and conferences are just such a big thing right now, which is great, but makes it really busy for me. I need to work on the show flow or the agenda for this 4-hour conference. Those are the things to work on today, kind of in order of urgency, and then I've got stuff on my list for tomorrow and later in the week, but we'll just focus on one day at a time. This is how you manage your stress levels and your workload. And on top of that, I've got my calls throughout the day. So let's see how today goes. about 9:30, my 9 a.m. call got canceled, and so I was able to have kind of uninterrupted focus time for about an hour and a half, which was amazing. I've got another call in half an hour at 10, but I'm a little hungry, so I am just heating up some Trader Joe's lentil soup here. I'm actually going vegan for 2 weeks because my husband did a bet with our friend, so if he successfully is vegan for 2 weeks, then he will be rewarded with a steak dinner at Peter Luger's. It's a famous steakhouse in New York. So I am just, you know, following along for the ride. If you've been a longtime subscriber of mine, you'll know that I used to eat plant-based like 90% of the time, and I did a lot of what I eat in a day videos that were vegan. So I'm actually kind of excited for this because it's been a while. When I started my current job and I traveled a lot for work, it was just really hard to maintain that type of diet with all those different restrictions. So I like very gradually eased up on that, and now I just, yeah, don't really think about any restrictions in my diet. I'm excited. It'll just like give me some newfound excitement about like different recipes and things like that. So I will show you what I'm eating today as well. Got my soup here. Oh, almost spilled that there. I'm so hungry. I love lentil soup. I wish I had some lemon, but I forgot to pick some up at the grocery store yesterday. But still pretty good. All one or the other. But I think that's fine. I think it's like guide to key topics or like speaking points. And I can put like, for example, if you remember in person in our meeting, the feedback included it was a little bit repetitive. That narrative is actually woven throughout the section. If you scroll down to the next page, this is just obviously created within Word, so we'll have something designed. It is 5 o'clock. I am done with my calls for the day, and I still have a little bit of work to do, but I am really hungry, so I'm gonna start making dinner. Just making some pasta, which is funny because I think by this point, the latest video you would have seen on my channel is me cooking pasta, and I promise I cook more than just pasta, but that's just a coincidence today. I got the most important things on my to-do list done. There's some bigger stuff that I need to just push to tomorrow, but I'll see if I can finish up some smaller things today if I have the mental capacity. If not, I will just I will just wake up extra early tomorrow because that's just when my brain works faster. So I'm going to cook now, so let's cue the cooking montage. By the time you guys are watching it? Better personnel. What are we reading?
We are discussing crying in H Mart, although kchoi is definitely the most responsible, having read the whole book.
And these two did it. That's okay. We'll just half talk about the book and half just catch up.
That's like really the point of book club.
Yeah.